Hi guys, welcome to StunnerShare. So first part of the video, I've discussed about inside Camarilla stocks and narrow CPR stocks and what we have to do in inside Camarilla stocks, what we have to do in narrow CPR stocks, what actually you have to understand when we term it as narrow CPR stocks, what all stocks or what all narrow CPR stocks which is actually can trend, which cannot trend. All these explanations were given in the part 1 of the weekly analysis video, and in the part 2 video we'll be discussing about the stocks which we are planning to take, which I have posted in the Telegram channel, and which we will be which I posted in Telegram channel, and how I was able to share the analysis, how I was able to predict that the stock can come here, the stock might go here, how I was able to give the SL, how I was able to predict before itself that this can be possible, and all those will be discussed in the part 2 of the video. So I hope you guys will get some information or knowledgeable information out of this content. Please watch the complete video to understand what has been discussed in this video to understand. Next is golden pivot zone. I'm not completed about this topic in Secret of Pivot Boss. This is the next topic which I'll be uploading this week, but you guys can check all these stocks and let me know your thoughts on this. Okay, let me go for the other stocks. On December 10th, Sunday, I've told about I'm planning to buy Tata Elxsi at 8365. Why did I say that? Okay, this is monthly pivots and the CP and daily time frame. 8365 is around here, this zone. Okay, this zone only. Okay, I was focusing that it, see, 8365 is the day, that day it closed at this price. I was focusing that this is the right place to take the stock, or this is the right place to buy the stock. Why? One reason, the stock is bullish. Okay, and second reason, the stock already fallen 50%. From here 10,760, the stock has fallen to 5,700. That means nearly 40% fall. And after that it consolidated a bit, and now then made a higher low, and then gave a pullback, and now started to resume its trend. Maybe with the Pivotboss indicator you might be feeling uncomfortable, but let me show over here. This is where the stock consolidated, and this is where the stock actually gave a breakout, and then the stock came for a retest, and now the trend has been resumed. Honestly speaking, I should have taken this trade here, but I do not know how I missed this stock when it fallen 40%. Okay, this is the one of my luckiest stock or favorite stock, I do not know. When I was initially learning in 2019 to 2020 time, I was analyzing this stock only. This stock many times has fallen more than 50% in its past. Let's see that as well. Okay, I was analyzing this stock for a longer time. Okay, whenever it made a high over here, 169 came to 14 rupees, made a top of 182, came to 37 rupees. Okay, not only that, $1,490 made a low of 500. Then 2019, that's it, went all time high. From 1490 it made 10 times. 10760 made a low of 5,700. I do not know where this stock is going to end. Okay, but one of my favorite stock, so that's why I waited for consolidation. And honestly speaking, if anyone wants to take a trade, they should have taken a trade at this point. If they would have missed it, then they should have taken at this point, because it closed above the CPR, taken support of the CPR. Whenever it has taken support of the CPR, then it can make a new high. So it is making a new high, and then came towards CPR, and now again going for a new high, and now it is consolidating, and it started taking support at the volume point of control. And that's why I thought, okay, this stock should be a good point to take a trade, and that is where it has blasted nearly 5% this year, and after that it has already gone to 2 to 3% from there. So if anyone has taken a trade about this 8,400, and now the stock is trading at around 9,183, so that means easily 700 points, which is around 7% to 8% has been made. Clear? And that is how I taken the stock. What's next? Newland Laboratories. Newland Laboratories, I was expecting that I should take a trade above 5270, taking support at the double pivot zone, but volume point of control might act as a resistance. But the only good thing is that whenever it is falling down, it is not falling with a very big volume, and whenever it is bouncing, it is giving some good volume. Though this volume is higher, but the follow through was not higher, and then a good volume is seen, and then a rejection, but the volume is a bit slow, and now I might see I'm seeing a reversal over here. So I think this stock can perform in the coming weeks. So it can go up, and any close below 5,000, it is better to avoid, because it will enter the CPR zone and it might stay in the CPR zone for a longer time. Even this is staying in the CPR zone for now. Maybe it can consolidate and go below the CPR zone, and then from next month also it can do good. But I'm expecting some good move to happen. That is why I'm holding this stock. Next is going to be Zensa Technology. I think many would have missed, but it has actually blasted. And see what is the reason. And this is the same reason I was expecting in Newland Laboratories also. See, the stock has actually consolidating and came to that double pivot zone and started taking support at this zone. Clear? And once started taking support, above this high, it is a good zone to go and take a trade. And when did I trade? December 10th. Okay. So December 10th is around here. And you should have taken a trade over here. Then any close above this volume point of control, then it is a good move has happened, and that is what I was expecting in Newland Laboratories. But after facing some rejection, the volumes are less compared to this candle volume. This candle volumes is less, and it is a good red bar, but the volume is less. And later it then started consolidating. So anyone who would have watched this trade, they could have easily taken this trade about 527, and the stop loss is 514, just 13 points. They would have easily got a good trade. It went to 606. So this is why I shared this trade, and this is what the move I was expecting in Newland Laboratories also. Clear? So Upper Industries. Upper Industries, it is bit consolidating. What did I mention here? Wait for reversal candle to form and then decide. So this is what I have mentioned. So this is the reversal candle which has actually formed. Okay, and this is taking support at the L3. So just keeping this candle as reversal candle, 5320 as entry point, and 5272, which is nearly like 48 rupees, and which is less than 1%, you would have easily got a good move. On the next day itself, you would have easily gone from 5320 to 5500, nearly 180 points. 180 points is nearly like 3%. You would have easily got. And any close above the CPR would again go for a good rally. And if you see, the selling volumes are not much there, and if you see the buying volumes, the green volumes, these are volumes which are good. So any close above CPR will again make this stock to go further upside. Clear? And then let's move on to Nifty. Okay, we have Nifty analysis, and then let's see Century Ply. Century Ply, I have shared this around December 11th. So December 11th is around this day. Yeah, this is because it has given a close above all-time high. So that is why I prefer this stock. This stock can do good. This stock is not much based on the Pivotboss concepts. Let us go to India Cements and Carborundum Universal. Okay. So this is a Carborundum Universal stock. Let me activate Camarilla. And what did I say? I would buy above 1194, SL 1182. How did I say that? See, this is the level 1194 above I wanted to buy, and this is the SL. Nothing bigger, nothing much to hide on this. Okay, because it has taken support at the golden pivot zone, plus it is also taking support the volume point of control. So what is volume point of control? Chapter 3 and chapter 4 will have those concepts. I will explain that concept in the once chapter 10 is completed. And anything above that, I was expecting a good move, at least towards H3 and R1, and that is where exactly it has moved. And this is a swing, so you have to respect the weekly pivots. And after that Wednesday, on the first day itself, it has rejected and came exactly towards the volume point of control, and that is what the Carborundum Universal formed. So with the nearly 12 point stop loss, it has actually made at least, let's take this high, it has made 1220. So from 1994, it is like 6, and then 20 points. 20 points it has moved. So with the stop loss of 12. So you would have easily got. And next is also India Cements, but I mentioned that check for any candlestick pattern at the zone of 264. How did I say we have to wait till 264? That should be the question everyone should have, I hope. The market opened positive, but it faced resistance at the previous week high and then formed a bearish candle. Now what is expected? It has to come towards a support zone for any entry, and that is what has happened. Market from there, it came towards where? Golden pivot zone, and that is a low 264. And any reversal, this is a reversal candle, weak reversal setup. Any entry about 267.75 and 263.65, just like 4 points. If you are entered, you would have got some trade for 274, nearly 7 points you have got. And what is the target you have to keep? Basically 1:1 is go pivot or next resistance. This is the next resistance. Do not think this is the Pivotboss resistance is going to be the next resistance. This is the resistance. It has marked a current week high and it has faced some rejection over there and it came down. So this is the resistance. Further closing above this only, it can go till here. Just because Pivotboss has given the indicators, do not go that this is the resistance I want and this should be the target. No. Just make sure of that. And the next stock is JSL. This also I told 537 to 532, a good reversal point. Same way, gap up, opened, face rejection, came down towards golden pivot zone, double pivot zone, any pivot zone you can call it, and that is where it has happened. Came down here, made a low of 534.60, and after that bounce, then went till H5. Clear? And this here, if you see, it is giving a, here it faced resistance, but here it gave a good closure and then started moving up. So just because the candle is rejecting does not mean you have to take a trade. Just because the candle is taking support at the CPR, it is not that you have to take a trade. You need to understand whether the market will come towards CPR or not, whether the market will take support or not. If you wanted to know whether the market will take support or not, you have to understand chapter 9. Chapter 9 and chapter 10. Because chapter 10 gives a clear understanding the possibility of market to take support is at which indicator. So you need to understand that. Clear? And that is what has been explained in JSL, Jindal Stainless Steel. And then copper we also shared. So this is copper view, 4 hours chart. When did I share the copper view? December 11, 3.78. Okay, December 11 is over here, 3.78 around this zone. Okay, so what did I see? Actually, the CPR is, the candles are below the CPR. Okay, but the candles are trying to make some support, and it has touched the volume point of control. It is a good zone to note, and then it is also taking support at the L3. And that is where these things are happening, consolidations and all those. And that is where I told at around 11 PM. Okay, I can be wrong, but copper might take bounce from here, 3.78. If misses, 3.66. Why did I say 3.66? Because here double pivot zone. Okay, and further low also it can go, but this is the best zone I would say. And then what happened? At this place, the market was not able to break this candlestick, and it was consolidating at the tight zone. That's where I'm expecting good support to take, but it slowly consolidated and made us give a fear that it can fall further down. But if you see, this candle is a huge red candle, but there is no follow through. Huge red candle, but there is no follow through. Then I waited for some more consolidation. This is a proper reversal setup we have seen, big reversal setup, and then went up. So first you need to understand before executing any trade, what is that the chart is telling, whether it will take support or not. If it can take support, what will happen? So all these needs to be considered. Only if all these are considered, then you will be able to understand and execute your trade. Simply, yeah, came towards CPR, let me buy it. Came towards L3, let me buy it. Came towards H3, let me short it. No, that's not the case to happen. Clear? And what else? Okay, all these are like post updates and all those are okay. Intraday view, power grid. Actually, it should be your homework. You guys to tell me whether intraday power grid, whether you guys will be able to say or not. Basically, the stock opened flat. on the week and opened at CPR and closed above the volume point of control, then consolidated for a longer time. Okay, once after this consolidation, a good entry should have been above this high 233.3. the entry should be above this, and low, and the stop loss is 229. But I saw this this stock after this candle. Then I waited for these consolidations to happen. Once after seeing this consolidation, even if you see the 11:53 when I posted, after this stock ended at 11:15, and this stock is still forming. 12:15 only this particular candle should end. I was like, okay, above this, let's take an entry, and stop loss should be this. And the stop loss before entry itself, the stop loss was touched. It gave a shakeout and then blasted. Okay, from 235 to 237.5. Again, one is more than 1:1 because our stop loss is around 1.2, but our move happened towards 2.3, more than 1:1 or 1:2 stop loss, one profit we got. Again rejecting, coming down. These happens in swing. That is clearly mentioned in Secret of Pivot Boss book. If you expect a stock to take support at a particular zone, then you have to expect the same stock to reject at a particular zone. So in a week, you can easily get 1 or 2 entries both on the buy side and sell side. How good you are going to behave that, or how good you are going to take an entry on that. That's your instinct or your gut feeling or your analysis or your confidence. What is volume point of control? A big explanation has been given. Try to check this. Otherwise, if you want, you let me know in the comment section if you want a separate video on volume control. A clear-cut understanding, clear-cut explanation, chart representation, everything has been told. Please visit that video. Please read that content so that you will be able to understand a lot in that. Cleared. And apart from that, I don't see any other thing. Some insurance related updates also I have given. I have taken these many stocks. I have told that. Okay, Electra is looking good. How was I able to say that? Similar concepts, taken support at the volume point of control, went above, tried to close above the CPR but rejected, but when came down, these 3 candles were very less red volume candles, and then a good green candle that gave the confirmation, and then later the stock started moving up. Still there is an upper wick, but my expectation is that the stock can further go upside. This is for Electra. And these stocks for monthly basis, so I will share the analysis of these stocks in the month end. And apart from the Munjal's chart analysis I've just posted, just go through it. And apart from that, nothing else. So guys, let's stop our part 2 video here. We have discussed part 1 video, few concepts. In part 2 video, these are the concepts. How am I using daily time frame, monthly CPR, Camarilla point of control pivots to analyze and take a trade accordingly, and how am I able to understand or predict that the market might come to this zone, and all these has been discussed in this particular part. And also, if you want to know in depth of how am I able to do it, chapter 9 and chapter 10 are the most crucial thing which you have to follow, so that you will be able to understand and follow the market and how it can go in what direction. In part 3, we will be discussing about the Nifty analysis, gold analysis, copper, and all those analysis will be shared. And I hope part 3 will be the final video for today. And if you feel the content is good, kindly give a like, share and subscribe. Please feel free to share your feedback in the comment section. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned for more videos.